Hey guys, and welcome back to another A&M Blade Works knife overview. Today for you, we got actually an interesting story about this knife. I didn't actually buy it. I got it in a trade for the Cryo 2, and I know what you're thinking. You're going, what? How did you trade a Cryo 2 for Benchmade Griptilian? Well, as you can see, it's pretty beat up, and just show you a look around the knife completely. And yeah, it's been through a licking. And originally when I got it, it was not sharp. It wouldn't open all the way. The axis lock was pretty much useless. Had mold growing inside the FRN the scales. It was a mess. And so the way I did it is we had a manager, and he carries knives, but not anything too high price, and a lot of cheap knives, dollar store type stuff that you would buy. And he had this grip, and one of my coworkers was like, "Oh, he's got a Griptilian." I was like, "He's got a Griptilian?" He's like, "Yeah, but it's pretty beat up, and it's got serrations." I'm not a real big serration fan, so talked to him. He's like, "Yeah, I got this grip. It's not really my favorite knife. It kind of doesn't really work." I'm like, "Well, let me sharpen it for you." And so I grabbed it, took it home, immediately loved it. I put all the work in it, took it apart, did all this stuff, and I was like, "Hey, I know you like assisted knives, so how about this Cryo 2? He's like, "I love it, 10 times better than the Griptilian." Obviously, he had no idea what the Griptilian was, so I told him the price difference. He's like, "I don't care, I like the knife that I'm holding right now," which so happened to be the Cryo 2. So I took this baby home, gave it over to my associate. He just got new DMT stones. Also, the guy who is my collaboration partner, we're going to put up some videos of his sharpening and all his stuff. He'll give reviews on this channel. Put a mirror polish finish on it. I really can't get this camera to focus right now. I don't know what's up with it. It's being temperamental. And I mean, the knife has become my go-to favorite. It looks road worn, but I mean, everything functioned in it. So some of the specs, it's the modified sheep foot design, obviously Benchmade Griptilian. It's the 550 HG black coated blade and sand. It was originally sand, now it's more like dirt and black. So it's just what it is. The finish has come off. I've restored it as best as possible. I actually kind of like it. It gives it more of a been through the ringer type feel, and it just looks like a real cool, real used knife. And see if I can get to focus up behind this white background. No, not doing nothing. But this real cool look to a knife. Not to drag it on too long. Some of the overall specs: 154 cm, really easy to sharpen. Love the thumb hole. I mean, deployment is wicked fast on this knife. It is just amazing. The detent's very strong, which I like. It allows you to open it in a lot of weird ways. It's kind of hard to do on camera. The handle length is 3.87 inches. Some of the specs here. The thickness is 0.51. It's kind of rounded in the handle design, and that makes it really comfortable. And I thought, not really, this knife's not for me. But the more I carried it, the more I liked it. 2.91 inch blade. Blade thickness is going to be 0.10 inches. Overall open length is going to be 6.78. Some of the specs on it, and it weighs just under 3 ounces at 2.56. And I mean, this knife is beautiful. I really love this knife. And just to give you a comparison next to the Sebenza, the length difference. Sebenza, or maybe a more reasonable knife that more people will have, the Paramilitary 2. Give you a size comparison there. These knives are both fantastic knives. I'd say for the price range, these are competitors. Just as much as this Para 2 is with the ZT. I'm going to do a review on the Para 2 next, so keep an eye out for that. Love this knife. Any questions, any comments, leave below. Just a quick overview. Please subscribe. It really helps out the channel trying to get this thing going. And see you next time. Stay sharp.